Hi, I'm Aaron Martinez, and this is the Awaken to Source podcast with Aaron and Joseph. Do you want to make a direct connection with Source and inner guidance? Do you want to master your energy and create more of what you want? Joseph will show you how to do just that in the following recording. If you want to learn how to make the total shift, download your free Mastering Your Energy meditation at aaronandjoseph.com. We are fully present. Being called Joseph, but we want you to look past the name, we want you to look past even the voice, and we want you to feel the resonance that is going on within, because that resonance, as you allow yourself to fully experience it, as you allow yourself to not only become introduced to it, become familiar with it, but to fully immerse yourself within the presence of this inner energy that is always wanting to express, then you will have not only the personal recognition, the personal realization, the personal identification of that consciousness and that intention, but you will also be able to follow that into the manifestation, the physical realization of that same energy. And so in this particular recording, we're going to be speaking to you about how to not only place an intention, but how to see it through, how to focus and nurture that intention so that it becomes manifest quickly, yes, consistently, yes, but in a way that you have that full knowledge of the process as it is unfolding. Because many times when people are speaking of setting an intention, they're speaking in this sort of wishful sense. In other words, I'll set the intention and then things will figure itself out and then the manifestation will occur. And many times in that process, it does not. And you may seem to be sort of just held away from it. And we think that you've experienced that in your life. And many times people say to themselves in this process, oh, well, it'll show up eventually. They say, yeah, I've placed the intention and I'm just going to let the universe take care of everything else. And while that does initiate the process, there is all of this information, all of this energy, all of these next steps that are within you that want to become actualized through you and that do require your participation in the physical sense. Now, we want that to be something that energizes you. We want that to be something that you look forward to, rather than thinking of it in terms of hard work or fighting through things or struggle. Because in this time, if you're setting an intention and then just letting it go and forgetting about it, the wheels are in motion, but you're not contributing the energy that is necessary to complete the equation. And so let us say that you place an intention for creating a certain amount of dollars within your experience. Well, as you're placing that intention, we want you to feel as to whether or not there is any sort of energy behind it. Because if you're placing the intention but you're not feeling the motive power, you're not feeling the energy start to rise, well, that intention doesn't really have enough steam to become physical reality. So you want to choose your intentions based on what's important to you, yes, but also what's energetically potent. Because you could think that all sorts of things are important to manifest, but unless there is that energetic potency, it's going to be a lot of work to see it become physical. So when you're placing this powerful intention, not only will you feel the resonance, not only will you feel some juices start to flow, but you've also engaged universal energy so that it can really get to work. And now your only work, your side of the equation, is to listen for the inspiration. It's to listen for the impulse. It's to listen for that inner energy to be able to recommend to you the next physical steps in the journey. And that's an enjoyable process. It is not something that you are grinding your way through. It is not something that you're forcing your way through. Instead, there is this enjoyment as you're being called forward to take all of these actions, to put all of these things into motion that then culminate as consistent physical manifestations. In other words, your intentions will become real life to you. But if you're sort of sitting on the couch and waiting for the universe to take care of everything, meanwhile you're feeling more lethargic, meanwhile you're feeling more anxious, meanwhile you're sort of stomping your foot saying, when is it going to show up? Well, you're not contributing to your side of the equation, and these things have to be in equal balance. There has to be that equal flow of energy in order to see the manifestations occur. And so what that means is your inner self is offering you all of these processes, is offering you techniques to take this into manifestation. But if you're discounting those impulses and saying, I don't need to do anything, I'm not going to do anything, and you're sort of pushing those opportunities away, then you'll know that this process is occurring because you feel a growing sense of resistance within the self. And of course, that should be a very clear indicator to you that things are not unfolding very smoothly. So what do? You sit in meditation, you go to a place where you can find relaxation, you find a blissful state of being, whatever that takes. And in that state of being, whatever intentions are most important to you are allowed to start to reveal the next steps to you because you're on that same energetic frequency. So let's say you're going for a walk through the garden and you're feeling quite wonderful and you're feeling uplifted and you're feeling energized and you're feeling ready to do all sorts of fun things, and then this idea comes into your mind, oh, I could talk to this person, or I could take this action, or I could do this, that, or the other thing. And those are the impulses that you must follow. Those are the impulses that are calling you forward to enjoyable action, to enjoyable steps that are going to be fun for you, but also are going to allow yourself to be a conduit for these ideas to manifest. We don't want you to discount the revelation. We don't want you to discount the action, but we want you to be receptive enough that you can follow that inspiration, and then you'll just enjoy the process so very much as it continues to manifest for you. But if you're fighting your way through it, if you're trying to take action to elicit some sort of physical response, and you're making that the basis of this process, then you've swung too far in the other direction. And that resistance and that tension and that sort of feeling of forcing or pushing through is a clear indication that, again, things are not unfolding as smoothly as you intended them to. And so that's an indication to you to back off from the action, to again go on that walk, to go into meditation, to go into the blissful place where you are clearly receiving your next steps, where you are clearly receiving that information and then following that joyful action. So the foundation must be the enjoyment. The foundation must be the meditative, receptive state of being. When you make that your priority and you're connecting to this inner eternal energy every day, day in, day out, then again, you create this receptive state of being where all of these wonderful ideas are allowed to reveal themselves to you. And that's how you recognize which action steps are going to bring you into that manifestation. Follow the path. It is an enjoyable one. We are complete.